Hi guys, Gaming Bay here. Right, it's Heart of Iron 4 playing as Germany, and carrying on from where we were. We've got a bit of a situation down in the channel. We're fighting off the Brits. Let's have a look and see how it's going. So 7 destroyers gone. We've got our subs going in against the. Let's have a look. That's the Resolution, which is having a really bad time. We've got 150 bombers going in. They've got a lot of fighter bombers. Now let's look at the situation up above the streets and houses. Right, we've got 1,400 planes. They've got 1,800. They've lost 35. They're hammering our anti-ship stuff. We're taking down theirs. We're losing a lot of attacking planes, torpedo planes, that sort of thing. But we are absolutely wrecking their fighters. We've got some really neat top-level, completely top-level fighters. And we're running 72% air superiority, even though they've got more planes at the moment. This will soon be changing. Now, I'm controlling the North Sea, the English Channel, and we've got air superiority over France as well, over Spain at the moment. Let's move those guys into here, into Lisbon, to cover the Iberian coast. That'll be useful. I know I need them up in the English Channel, but our ships are being attacked on the Iberian coast, so what it gives them some sort of air cover. I'm also starting to build airports around the African coast down here and down towards the southwestern African side of things. So building some airports down there. So that's where we are at the moment. So I want to completely control the coastline, ready to build in and go against the Brits and land and take Britain. So let's see how this is going. Light cruisers going in, subs going in. They're being attacked by our battleships as well, so that with our planes going in, we'll see how to speed this up a little bit. Seriously in our favour. A new ace, that's jolly nice. So click that out of the way. And that, let's have a look. He's gone. HMS Jellicoe has gone. We lost 7 destroyers. I can handle that. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's us attacking their resources on the way through, which is nice. We're attacking them serious style. Let's get rid of these in the background. Let's have a look at this situation. Our subs are going in. They've got planes to give them some protection. And that's the situation at the moment. Because this is essentially the battle for the channel. Air superiority over the channel. And let's speed this up a bit so we can see what's happening. That's it. So they're sending in ships. And we need to have some of our ships coming in. But we should have... There we go. Oh dear, that's a lot incoming. And the battle is over. Oh yes. So let's look back at the air power situation. See how that's going after that foray. They're losing 28. We're now up to 2,500 fighters. Let's just say... And it was 72%. It's now 80% superiority. Whoa. And they're down to 1,100 planes. Oh, up to 1,200, but let's just say against 2,500 planes, they're going to have a really bad... Let's just say it's now 84%. Let's have a look. Efficiency. Our air detection is 100%. Mission efficiency, 86. They're losing 35. They're doing... we're doing damage to their ships. Yeah, we're losing... some planes, but in comparison to the numbers of planes they're losing, 2,500. So let's have a look. So this is the serious battle for the channel, stopping them from getting supplies, going in, taking out whatever is going into the ports and our ships. Let's have a look at the naval side of things. Numbers of ships, they're all going to be on their way. Let's have a look here. When they get damaged, they're sent back immediately to repair. Several different groups. I need a new commander there. Let's get Raider in. That's it. That'll help with that group. He's detached, but I want to put a leader on that group. They're moving back to repair. That's lots of repairing ships, but very, very worthwhile. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, I'm going in, just destroying everything on the way. They've attacked us. Their subs. Oh, they were trying to hunt down our units. Yeah, how's that going to work out for you boys? You know. So yes, maintain control. Put the pressure on. Let's see how it's looking here. Let's check the air side of things. Are those guys? Let's have a look. So we're going in. I know it's not so good against ships, but it's giving us superiority and helping. Yeah, we're losing a little bit, and I want to firm this up. We've got control of this zone, but I want to firm it up, firm the seaboard up, and start taking down their subs that are off the coast. So you can see that we're getting control of the coastline, ready to be able to invade as soon as we're ready, and then hammering the defences, go in, take an area, push through, encircle. Usually I like going into East Anglia, somewhere like that, nice port, then start breaking through, work it out, encircle, at the same time have a landing force in Wales. Gloucestershire is a really good location, so trying to come in, control this area of the seaboard, control the western approaches, control this zone, and then land here on the the Welsh coast, and use that to encircle the ports, cut them off, and then start moving to up country towards Birmingham, Liverpool, and then later cut the country in 2 or 3, seal off Wales, take out the industrial heart in towards Birmingham, and then work your way up. But that's the essence of the invasion plan that I like sort of following. So I just wanted to let you know that. So I'm going to pause for now, and I'll do some additional things in the background because we just prepare. I'll show you the production and logistics side. So we're going very, very neatly. Anti-air is being produced. Artillery we're producing. So we're still minus. It's going into the units that are coming in, but you can see all these positive numbers all going the right way. And you can see that we're shifting from Panzer IIIs to Panzer IVs. November 1941, getting a load of. Yes, we're only producing 18.7 per week Panzer IVs, but it's a great tank to have at this time. So that's the heart of what we're doing, and let's have a look at the ship production situation. Destroyers, this. Let's have a look. That should click in. Yeah, we can switch to the destroyers. After that one single unit, destroyer 2s, and then I'm going to flip the production capacity into destroyer 3s, into the Narvik class. So once that's finished, it's outdated. We'll finish that in, let's have a look, not very long, 18th of November. So 6 days, and that'll shift over. So keep an eye on your production, see what's happening. Make sure you've got enough ships and enough planes going in to decimate the opponent. They're going to try and stop your convoys, and it's good that they do that. It allows you to then destroy them as they're coming in. They have to try and stop your resources. Otherwise, it is what it is, and it's a war of attrition between you and the United Kingdom. So yeah, it's something to watch out for. So I'm going to pause this, and I shall see you in a bit. So yeah, 12th of November 1941. Huge areas that are ours, but it's solidifying the situation at the moment, preparing, getting ready to invade the British Isles. So that's something I'm going to do in the background, set up some offensive situations. We're watching out for the revolution side, and I've got 56 armies. Oh, let's include that. Let's check the numbers. Something's gone wrong. I'll have to sort this out in the background, because this is my anti-revolution army, which heads around and puts down rebellions. So it says minimum divisions 1. Something's happened and it's deleted all of my units. So I'm going to reset them up. So I will do that in the background and just make sure that any new hotspots you can cover. And you've got a lot of cavalry and a lot of other units. We've got a bit of attrition, so I'll have to reorganise what is happening where to make sure we've got the infrastructure to allow them to get where they need to be to put down the rebellions. So that's something you need to watch out in the background. Very significant because they damage your factories, the production capacity. Every little bit can just fine-tune and speed up your victory. So that's what you need to focus on. These little details that just mean that you've got that little bit extra production, those few extra guns, that little bit of extra artillery, or the extra destroyer that just made the difference, that stopped the submarine from destroying your supply convoy or destroying your battleship or preventing you from landing. You know, little things like that just give you the edge. All these little things just build up and allow you to just be at the peak of your games, but you've got to be on top. I love the intricacies, and this is where we are with it. So bear with me. I'm just going to pause and get that sorted in the background. Okay, we've got things set up. I'm moving armies into position to be able to... I've got lots of splits for the anti-revolution with different areas. This unit is just covering general anti-revolution. This area is specifically going down to Spain and Portugal. This unit is going into central France. This unit is going into Switzerland and this area of France. We then have the next one, which is going into Holland and Belgium, so they don't have to travel too far to cover things. They can be more specific. And these forces are going into the border, the Russian border here, right the way through, covering around this edge and right the way off. So 24 units covering the other end of the spectrum to defend just in case things go pear-shaped. So that's anti-revolution and a little bit of defence with mountain troops, combination of mountain troops and infantry. So that's where we are with that. And I'm going to, that's it, anti-revolution, let's just do them as sort of normal. We then have 3 individual assault forces which are going to be moving into position. The first is going to be a distracting force attacking the port. So coming in from Belgium, coming over, and attacking the ports here. Greater London area, naval base, attacking in, distract their forces, just come in, slamming straight into there. Second force, which is the real main attack, coming in from Brest around the coast and coming in to the Gloucester-ish area around here, coming in, landing here. The next force is going to be coming in from Normandy straight in to Cornwall, land in Cornwall, and a push up to link with Gloucester. So then that's cut off all of the naval bases here. We then push in, capture this mountain area here, and then push in, capture the airport, and just have this whole area as ours. From there we can start landing troops. Ensure that, so we don't do this third central landing until after you've secured Bristol. You have to secure it, it has to be yours, and then you have to be pushing down to be able to allow these units to gain support when they land. So that's very vital. Otherwise, if they're cut off, they're in trouble, they die, you lose all these forces. And this central area is mainly is a lot of tank units, so you really don't want to lose your tanks. And from here, basically, that means we can swing around, use the speed to push up this way around the rivers, and then cut off London from the rest of the city, from the rest of the country, which means that all of the rest of the country is going to be easier to actually capture because they're not getting supplies, and then we'll leave London to later. So basically, swing your armour and your forces around the edge here, cut the country in two. You've cut off the ports down here, we'll deal with them later. Swing up, capture this area, and then you've got the forces here to either to wait for this area to starve out, and then push up through Birmingham, Liverpool, take Wales, and carry on up through the country. As we slowly push in, isolate London, this force would have hopefully been able to land and swing up, capture the whole area over here, take East Anglia, which gives us even more ports, and then you're really closing the net on London. This is there's going to be a lot of forces down here, and we will whittle them away. But I like being able to take as much of at least the central part of the country before I then swing in and take London and get the final capitulation like that. Yes, they'll switch their forces and their base elsewhere, but you do one thing at a time. Capturing this area should then give us access to Canada. If we do it quickly enough, we can take Canada, then start swinging through, fill the border up, ready to push down and attack into the United States. So that's a part of the next plan, so bear with me. I'm just going to pause now and start let things roll at that a little bit more. Okay, 13th November, next day. As I said, controlling the channel. You can see here they're losing 38 planes a day. They've dropped down to 889, and with some active enemy bombers, we are doing some serious damage. Our controls moved up to 84%. Still 2,500 planes with support planes going in, so we're looking 700-ish support planes, just over 700 support planes, plus the 2,500 fighters over the English Channel. We are just completely mincing them. 38 planes shot down of the enemies, including P-1 Hawks, P-39s, P-40s, Spitfires, you know, that sort of thing. We're taking them down. And just keep the pressure on as we're getting ready to be able to attack in. Now, the reason I was choosing 10s, because at the moment we only have... Bear with me a second. Let's look in unrestricted submarines. Let's check the naval side. Oh, we've got more. Capacity 40. I can bump up the numbers. Sorry, my mistake. I can send even more troops on these invasions, so I will do that. So I will set those up now. It'll take longer to prepare, but it will be very useful. So bear with me. I will set that up in the background. But if you haven't got that level of advancement to be able to attack in, then stick with 10s. 10s attacking in each of these places. I was thinking it was early. I was just getting back to this. So yes, I've been doing a lot of World of Tanks stuff in the background and World of Warplanes and some of the other games. So I'd forgotten exactly the capacity I had, and I'd prepared and got it in place. So yes, you can do 4 times the amount of troops landing in one single location, which is nice. So I'll just set that up. Okay, we've got a number of units ready. You can see the invasions here. It's going to take a while to set them up. 38 days for the first army, 84 days for the second, and the third 42 days. So different planning times, getting them organised, getting them in place. So we'll let it rock and roll. Let's look back at the air situation. 35 of their planes going down. So, you know, they're still putting up 1,300 planes, but we've still got that 2,400, 2,500 plus. So yeah, very, very neat, and knocking down between 20 and 30-ish planes, almost approaching 40 sometimes planes in a period, and they're not affecting our fighters in the slightest. Yes, we're losing some ground attack planes, but that's neither here nor there. So keep it rocking and rolling. Let's check this naval situation. So we're going in, attacking their convoys, and we just need to control these zones. That's brilliant. HMS Kent has gone. What do they want? Non-aggression? No, that's fine. We like attacking people. So things like this. Keep an eye on the anti-revolution side, and I'm going to start moving some troops up to deal with that. So keep an eye on what's happening. Look at the anti-revolution. It's all looking pretty good. We've got the forces in place covering the different zones. We're rebuilding the infrastructure, and we're moving troops down to be able to land and cope with, well, basically cover the German Reich here, moving down to recapture, to take these areas, push in, and to secure Africa while we're creating air bases along the coast to make it even more difficult for anyone to attack. So that's the plan. Secure what you've got, preparing the invasions, and the battle for the Battle of Britain. You need to just keep hammering them until, so there's 1,033 planes. We'll just watch these numbers just dwindling, 81% in our favour. Our numbers are going up. They're just about to drop below. Oh no, they've got a number of planes coming back in. 37 they lost just then. So you can see it's a huge fight for air. Well, we've got air superiority. We're just hammering them constantly. So we just need to be able to destroy their fighters, and then deal with this, get ready for the landings, and then switch to destroying the areas in England of the places we're going to be landing. So that's something to do next, is get ready, start switching some of the attack planes from the Channel to attacking the coast to deal with the defences of the locations that we're going to be attacking. So we've got a couple of months to prepare. So looking at these troops, bear with me a second. They're not in position yet, but they will be. They will be. So you can see the amount of time. So 5 of 38. We've still got just over a month to prepare. And so if we start hammering at the infrastructure now, switch some of the planes from the Channel into attacking the land, the places we're attacking, we're going to be invading, and getting ready for. So spend a month just blasting those, so the defences are wrecked by the time we arrive. That's so the preparation. So we're dealing with their fighters, securing this zone, and making sure we've got the ability to destroy them before we start the invasion. We need complete sea control, and we can have a look at the situation. So it's all looking really, really good. Some of these naval situations, let's double check with that. Our subs are going in, neat. And so we're just constantly taking them, repairing your ships in the background. Just keep repairing, keep the ships cycling, keeping them going in. You can see these guys are moving back. They've been damaged. They're on their way back to repair. Keep everything, you've got ships going back to repair constantly. You've got planes hammering them when they try and stop you, to ensure that we've got the ability. And another thing with the land attacks means that we can attack their ships in the home ports, and that's part of what the next thing is going to be. So that we are repairing our ships, and they can't get through with their planes to destroy our ships which are repairing, but our planes can get in. And now one of the big things is hammering the docks, hammering the defences, and focusing on their production facilities in the background to stop them being able to make more ships, make more defensive planes, and to allow us to invade and start destroying the British mainland. They're destroying their ability to wage war, their ability to defend themselves, to allow one of these three, well, two of these two to get in initially, and then this third one coming in once we've secured Gloucester. Gloucester is the key. From here we can encircle London and start moving up. That's the key point for me, Gloucester. London, near this area, is just a feint. London is relatively it's not useful. It's not of primary importance, and we can surround it, we can cut it off, isolate the rest of the country, destroy the rest of the country first, take the rest of the country, and then surround London and all attack from multiple directions into London all at the same time, and just take it out that way. So that's what I do, and that's a great way of approaching, or that's the method I use. So yes, and I think that's a good point to leave it for this episode, as we're preparing for the invasion of Great Britain, getting everything under control, getting the naval and air power, and ensuring that their ability to come back at us and stopping our landings is just defunct, and to destroy their ability to defend. So that's it. So I'm the Gaming Bear. This is Heart of Iron as Germany. and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.